Hi guys, Chris back with another episode from my York City FIFA 13 career. We have our first game of the season coming up, but in the last episode it ended where we had a shock transfer request from Guillermo Silva. You see there a whole host of clubs are interested in him, including Arsenal, Chelsea and Man United. But we did try and do a swap deal with Borussia Dortmund for, I think, it was Maurice Leitner. It could have been Gundogan, but if not, it was Maurice Leitner. So while we wait back to hear from Borussia Dortmund, we're going to make our first game of the season. But before that, there are a couple of players who I have looked to try and sign, and I haven't tried to sign them yet, but I am going to look to try and sign them. First one you can see there, Tony Cruz. I think he could be an absolute godly player for us. 28 years old. He could do a job for us for 2-3 seasons maybe. 85 rating. You can see all these technical stats look absolutely amazing. 90 long shots is one that really stands out. Finishing of 73 is great for the central attacking midfielder role. Shot power of 87. Short pass of 87. Long pass of 85. Free kick accuracy is 83. He's got ball control of 88. I think he could be a great player to sign. Another one who we tried to sign was Ibrahim Mbaye, but it got to the stage that Inter were just dicking around. So I found this guy on the free agents, Andy Shorey. Absolutely amazing acceleration, good sprint speed, only 20 years old but rated 74. I think he could do a job for us as just as cover. So I'm going to put in an offer for him. He's only wants £9 a week. He's going to be a squad rotation player, and he's going to have a clean sheet bonus of 10%. We'll offer him a 4-year deal, and you know what? I'll sweeten it as he's going to be a squad rotation. I'm going to offer him 10,000, give him a bit extra, and hopefully he accepts that. But regarding any other transfers, we need to wait and see who actually leaves the club. Another player who I have seen is Muriel. Absolutely amazing stats there. 89 finishing, 94 dribbling, 97 dribbling, 94 ball control, reactions of 92, sprint speed of 90. Reactions of 91, sprint speed of 92, and acceleration of 90. He could help us out if we need to bring someone in, and he is in the last year of his contract, so I should be able to get him for less than the 20 million that is his current value. One other player who I could look to bring in is Chicharito. Javier Hernandez is available. He is in the last year of his contract as well, so you can see there we should be able to get him between 6.9 and 9 million on 90 grand a week, so that's not too bad. We could, considering how things work out, we could, if transfers pan out as I want them to, we could pick up both Hernandez and Tony Cruz. They could be our two main transfer this window. So Cruz is going to go hopefully for 10 million. Hernandez goes for the 9. We do have 19 million available, and we have around 170. So we may be struggling on the wages. We may not. It depends who we can loan out, or if we sell Silva rather than swapping him. But that's for another episode. So obviously, well, what I'm going to do in this episode is play this game against Bolton and simulate the next game and leave the transfer window for the next episode. It gives you guys to get some comments down below on who you think we should bring in. I'm going to record this episode is going to be going out on Monday. I'm going to be recording Tuesday's episode on Tuesday morning to give you guys a chance to get your comments in. But we shall get this team done and dusted. And where's Fraser Forster? Are you fully fit yet? You still have a plaster, so we'll stick with Daniel Cruz. Do got Deshilio, Lazarevic. Let's have a look. Yeah, we'll go with Hirame there. D'Souza Silva is our only left back. We have Moreno Fuentes. We have Silva, Welbeck, Hayams. I don't know whether to drop Silva, to be fair. Actually, you know what, I'm going to. If he's wanting out, I don't think he's going to want to play for us. So let's just have a quick check. Baker has high attacking work rate, low defensive work rate. Oscar Fuentes has medium and low. Welbeck has medium and medium, so I want Welbeck in the middle of the three. Hayams has medium and low. High and medium for Son, so he's hopefully going to be one that tracks back. As well, Welbeck has high and high, so both my midfielders could track back as well. Check my two central defenders, high and low, which is what we want. High and low, exactly what we want. Medium for DeCilio and low attacking from De Silva. Okay, so he's not going to bomb forward that much. That's not too bad. Oh, no, I actually want to check the bench as well. Make sure we have top quality players on the bench. Navas can stay there, yep. Fabinho, Thiago Medeiros, Godin, Silva, Canteros and Soriano. I think they're the best. I do want to try and play Godin if I can this season and get him some games. Same as this guy, Jordan Myombe. We may look to loan him out in the January transfer window, but for now I may keep him and use him. Even if I sort of use him out of position, he's still going to be given games and he's still hopefully going to progress, and we can sell him for some decent cash maybe next year or the year after. So we shall get this game against Bolton underway. It's our first game of the season. It's on the Sunday. Most games were played on the Saturday. I saw Villa were looked to be top of the table. Iago Falque was top scorer in the league, and I think Connor Wickham had 3 assists as well. So Bolton have played one game. They lost 3-1 to Inter. I'm not too sure if that was a friendly or if that was, say, a Europa League qualifier. Can't quite tell. So one thing I do miss is that it doesn't tell you what competition it was in. It would be nice if they told you it was in this competition, it was in that competition. Another thing, guys, that I've done is before I started recording this episode, I bought the Scout of Future Star. So hopefully, obviously, we haven't moved on a day yet, but hopefully, in a couple of days' time in the simulation, we do hear back from our chief scout that he has found another young star. And hopefully, it's not another 14-year-old. It's someone that can come into the team next season. Obviously, that's the one thing that let us down with the Scout of Future Star from last season, the fact that he was only 14, so it's going to take until the beginning of next season before we can sign him up. And then once we have actually signed him up, it's going to take a couple of years to get him ready and into the team. Oh, almost a good ball in there. One thing that I have just realised that I need to potentially look at doing is maybe changing some of the squad numbers around. Obviously, I've just seen the fact that we've got 2 Welbecks, so obviously sometimes it's going to get difficult to actually realise which one's on the ball. Obviously, on the back of the shirts is different. It says Nana on one, and I think it just says Welbeck on the other. So yeah, that's something that we need to think about. First game of the season, so my hopes for the seasons, I'll give you them now. Hopefully we win the league. I'm not too worried about the Euro League as much as I think I may need to be. I will try and qualify from the group stages, and if I can qualify from the group stages, I will then look to rest some players and maybe give some of my youth players a game. Obviously, hopefully we qualify with, let's say, winning the first 4 games, then I can give some youth players the remaining group games. Capital One Cup, I think I'll make that for youth players and reserves, give them some experience. I will play a few players who, say, coming back from injury or have not been playing the game, something like Valverde, maybe Fabinho, and some of my central defenders like Garay, Thiago Medeiros. But I will be using some of my players in a rotation basis, especially central defenders. If they start to go out of form, I will look to utilise the whole squad. But players, some of them are midfielders like Juan Marcos, Lemaire will be used sparingly in the Premier League, as that's the main goal, and they will be used for cup games.
That's very good defending. They had to get it right, and that defender did it superbly.
Okay, so nearly half an hour gone in the game, and not too many chances. Apart from Bolton have one here, and that's put wide. That was poor. Was that? Oh, it's deflected. God, for that, I did get a deflection on it. Right, try and defend this corner.
In with a chance. Ball still alive.
Get rid of it. Thank you. Here we go. Counter-attacking football. He's through. Go on, Hames. Oh, you've not got the pace, have you? Shit. Okay. At least we've got an attacking play out of it. Right. That's Welbeck. That's Danny Welbeck, is that?
Nicely done between the two.
Shots. Oh, beautiful goal from Honor Hames.
Very good play.
Fantastic goal.
Good quality.
Yeah, and he's going over to thank his teammates, and rightly so.
Absolutely unbelievable goal. Yep.
Parting mouth there.
There we go. Beautiful finish.
Unstoppable.
And the score is
any of you guys play career mode?
intentions of the opposition.
Let me know, because what I'll do is in the description below. I'll put a website in that gives you the potentials of players in career mode, whether you started them at the beginning of the game or after the winter update. I use that to search for players to buy in this transfer window. Oh shit! Oh my god! I can't believe he's put that wide. Yeah, I use that to try and look for players in this transfer window, but unfortunately, obviously, because we're so far into the game, obviously we're on 2018, so it's a lot of the players who are young and worth anything are now at the proper age and 24, 25, 27, and are worth their full potential of to 86. I think Tony Cruz is at his max at 85. There are a few that I could have looked to bring in Jack Wilshere, but I think he's only one off his potential, and he may be on his way down there. There were a couple of other midfielders that I'd looked at, but they were at their potential. Okay, half time, 1-0 up. First home game of the season and first game of the season. More of the possession, which is good. And only one corner in the game. So that's not too bad. Right, let's see what we can do in this second half. Hopefully, if we can I don't care if we don't score many goals. I'm happy to take 1-0 wins every time, but as long as I don't want to concede goals. I want to give players as much confidence as possible. Here we go with Son. Oh, cut back inside. Yes. Oh, it's a poor pass. I was hoping that may have dipped out for a corner, but nope. Come on. Oh, it's shocking.
Was able to make the interception. Manager thinking for the away side.
Sorry guys, I should be talking to you more, but it's I'm trying to concentrate on getting this win done. Interesting few weekend in the Premier League with how the games went, considering at the top and the bottom. Obviously Newcastle getting the win was a good bonus for their. Oh, shit, couldn't get that through. Yeah, Newcastle winning was a good bonus for them. Obviously they're guaranteed Premier League football now for next season. I can't believe a team like Newcastle were predicted to be looking for a top 4 finish this season, weren't they? Or a top 6 at least. And to finish that low down, I really don't know what's happened with them recently. Actually, good time. Let's make some substitutions. Team management. Give Juan Marcos a game. Energy levels on a Hames is looking pretty low. Yeah, Lewis, go down. Can you play there? No. Can Welbeck play there? No. So I'll put Baker there instead. Son and Welbeck. Yeah, we'll take both off. There we go. All done. So yeah, Newcastle were pretty lucky. Can't believe the table. See, Wigan, all the pressure on them. Massive congratulations to them for winning the FA Cup. Great result. I honestly, my heart did want Wigan to win, but I was quite shocked. To be fair, I thought Man City were poor. I don't know if there's a lot of it is due to the speculation regarding Mancini, but yeah, it was a bit. I found it a bit strange the fact that Man City played so poorly. But I also don't know if Man City did play that poorly or if it was the fact that just Wigan played that well. They are a good team. I just think they just always have to rely on the last few games, last 5-6 games of the season to get a win, which it shouldn't be. They should be relying on those games to get themselves into Europe, mainly if that's what they're going to want to do. They shouldn't be looking at those games as a as a platform to stay in the Premier League. They should be using them as a platform to boost themselves up the league. Swansea almost pulled off a shocker at Old Trafford. I honestly thought that was going to be a draw at one point. I didn't expect Rio Ferdinand to pop up there with a goal last thing. Oh, not a penalty, ref. Come on. That's bollocks. Okay, let's see if we can put him off. Dove the wrong one. Yeah. Well. Right, time to see if we can get a winner. Yes, I thought Man United would win more comfortably than they were going to with it being Fergie's last game in charge at Old Trafford. He thought there'd been a bit more attacking impetus rather than the party atmosphere that there seemed to be for a lot of the game. But Swansea went there with not much to lose, didn't they? They didn't have anything to really play for now. Their season's sorted. They're obviously in Europe next season, Capital One Cup winners. Right, what else happened at the weekend? Let's have a look. Sunderland, yeah, they're in the mixer still. Villa, shocking for them. Obviously, amazing game at Villa Park at the weekend. The two sendings off. I thought Benteke was stupid the way he got sent off for those 2 yellow cards. Chelsea, if it was going to be anyone that got them out of the shit, it was going to be Frank Lampard. And obviously, being a Spurs fan, I'm gutted that they did get the winner. If they got a draw, it still meant that there was 2 places available in the Champions League. But obviously, as it stands, there's only 1, which is worrying for Spurs. Obviously, we need to rely on Wigan to get something out of their game with Arsenal, which is midweek game. I think that's Tuesday. It could be Wednesday. But obviously, you just worry whether Wigan actually shoot. Yeah, you worry whether Wigan are going to have the cup hangover. It is a big worry for me as a Spurs fan whether they are going to be just too hungover and just be too jubilant. But they don't really. I don't think they want to go down. So I think they are going to put their heart and soul into it. It is at Wigan, I believe. Actually, is it? That could be a home game for Arsenal because I'm sure they're away their last game at Newcastle. Yeah, it's at Arsenal, which makes it even tougher for Wigan. Maybe they need to go there and look at getting a draw. Yeah, that is really going to be a tough game for Wigan. Right, here we go. Obviously, pretty poor that 1-1 draw, but here we go. Scout has been dispatched to find someone with world-class potential. Guillermo Serba situation is far from ideal. However, we trust that you will make the correct decision and therefore give you full authority on whether we sell the player or not. Well, they normally take over. Barca v transfer offer for Silva. They don't believe he's worth that much. Well, that's okay because I have an offer or a counter offer on the table for with Real Madrid. Okay, so my keeper, however, there we go. Much of the speculation. Let's start again. Much of the speculation before the game was whether Bauer could keep faith with Daniel and Cruz. Given he had hardly set the world alight in pre-season, the York City boss declined to give his keeper another chance to find his form and was rewarded with an excellent display from the man from Spain. Welbeck gets York City run out. Inform Ibarbo courted by Juve. FC Barca reject latest York City. Okay, right. First thing I want to do is obviously you want to sort these kit numbers out. What's available? Is 11 available? Escobar. Why is Escobar moving to 14? So who's number 10 then? Let's have a look. Do we have a number 10? I love it. Why couldn't it tell you? Surely they can program it so it actually tells you what squad numbers are available and what squad numbers aren't available. Right, let's have a quick look down. In fact, tell you what guys, I'll do that off camera and I'll show you after, off recording. Yeah, it's one of those where I'm just going to have to go through, see what is available and then sort it out and then just move everything around. I'm getting sick of having people with 43 and whatnot. Borussia Dortmund, transfer offer accepted for Maurice Leitner, straight swap deal for Guillermo Silva. Leitner 35 grand a week. He's going to be a crucial first team player. And that is done. Transfer offer for Guillermo Silva from Spurs. Counter offer 15 million. Morale leaving. Okay, so that's potentially a midfielder sorted in Maurice Leitner. Potentially not who I wanted to bring in. Contract offer accepted. The board are giving me 8 million transfer funds. Guillermo Silva has the deal to sell Guillermo Silva to Real Madrid for 10.5 has now been finalised. Right, so he's not gone to Borussia Dortmund. Okay, and we have 27 million to spend and 254,000 in wages. So now is going to be the time. And I offered him a squad rotation, didn't I? So that's something to look at. Wow, Kagawa departure. Maybe that's one to look at. Tell you what, transfers. View shortlist. Tony Cruz. Let's have a look and see if we can buy Tony Cruz. Why? We'll offer 10. Yeah, let's offer just a straight 10 million for Tony Cruz. 85 rated. So our central midfield, I tell you what, do I look to bring in 81 at 25. I don't know what I think Leitner's maximum is about 83, 84, isn't it? I don't know whether to go for Leitner or Gundogan. Sprint speed is roughly the same, acceleration is almost the same, ball control, dribbling, finishing is slightly better from. See, if I go for Tony Cruz as the cam, then I think I'm going to be alright. How long does Leitner have left for his contract? 4 years, so he has a lot longer left, so we could go for Gundogan. Approach to buy 6 million. And do I go for a striker or do I leave it? So I'll let you guys decide on that. What I'll do is we'll quickly get this schedule moved on. We'll simulate the game against Swansea and then I will call it a day there. So we've got a couple of games done in this episode. Hopefully we hear back from Bayern or Dortmund. Transfer offer unacceptable. 11 million on Gundogan. Don't want to pay that. And 16 million on Tony Cruz. I think they may be taking the piss because I've actually got money now. Kagawa stays put. Okay, so 2018, there you go. Sir Alex Ferguson. So Fergie in 2018. He's still there, he's not retired. Okay, right, let's get this game against Swansea done. There's national squad reminder coming up. Okay, don't have to worry about that. Squad, here we go. Still a 5-star team, that's not too bad. Let's get Fraser Foster in there. Form is looking okay, morale is okay. We'll go with Canteros and Welbeck. Baker, Hayams. Right, so we've got an 86, an 82, an 81, and 75. See, that's where it sort of drops. That's 75 there. Don't really have anyone else we can put in. Shari, I don't really want you in there. We'll go with Miombe. Yeah, we'll have Miombe there just in case. Anyone else on the bench? Pascal Amount to a 69. Wow. Perez Alonso. Yeah, we'll have you on the bench. I think you're going to be a world beater eventually. Escobar, Jenkov, Olamela, Delgado, Garcia, Juan Manuel. Okay, all looks good. And we will, next match, sim match, get this game against Swansea underway. Yeah, they lost to Villa 3-0. Sure, Falque I saw got the 2 of Villa goals. Actually, I could look to see. Okay, 3-2 win. Hayams sent off, but Hayams, Canteros, and Welbeck all scored. Fraser Forster injured. Navas was on the bench. Okay, I brought Fraser Forster back too early. Honor Hayams picked up a 1-match suspension.
Chelsea 2.
Welbeck shows his class. Bad decision of sending off. Chesney stays put. Right, team manager. Let's quickly see where and how long. Broken tibia. How long is he? Oh, it's not that. It's a squad report one. That tells me how long he's out for. Squad report. Fit in 8 days. Interest shown by Malaga. Value is 4.4 million. Okay, so he's out for 8 days, and my next game is against Liverpool on just after transfer deadline day. Okay, guys, I shall call it a day there. Put any comments below. Any thoughts on who we should look to bring in? Obviously, there on screen there's the players who I have potentially got interest in, but I'll have a look in the meantime off camera and off recording and see who there is available. Thanks for watching. Cheers.